Okay, I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so it got me thinking about my wedding and that magical day and everything that goes into planning a wedding. And so I wanted to give some tips for anyone who is in the wedding industry on how they can attract more brides and grooms to handle services for their special day. So, wedding photographers, caterers, wedding venues, people that do flowers, cakes, etc. Anyone who's in the wedding industry will really benefit from this particular video and blog post. Number one is you want to make sure that you're getting your content in front of people who are going to get married. I know this sounds crazy, but really, you have to get your audience right. Now, luckily, on Facebook, whenever someone gets engaged, they can change their status to say now engaged to whoever. Well, you can run ads to people who are engaged, which is great because you want to get in front of those people to get their business. And on Twitter, people who are engaged are probably going to start to follow pages, like Wedding Wire, The Knot, things like that. Think about, so if you go to say The Knot, for instance, and start to follow their followers, typically those are going to be people who are looking to plan a wedding. So you want to make sure that you're getting in front of people who are newly engaged, because they're going to be the ones more than likely that use your services. Number two is you want to, and I know this is going to sound repetitive from other posts and whatnot, but it's the same stuff. But I just want to make sure that we're doing it correctly. Number two, you want to take a ton of pictures. So if you are a wedding photographer, I want to see some of your work. If you're a caterer, obviously I can taste some of your food, but I'd love to see it first. And for in flowers, I want to see some of your arrangements. You can also get into video with these same things, and also if you're a DJ, you may want to have a snippet of some of your MC performances, or maybe a playlist or something like that on your website. But again, you want to show off your work, and there's no better way to do that than take some pictures of it and throw it up there on Facebook, on your website, things like that. Number three, it's maybe going to be a little bit more important in my opinion, is the blog. And what I want you to do is, if you're in the wedding industry, I want you to get out a piece of paper or your phone and start taking notes on every single question that a bride or a groom has asked you, and just write a blog post to address those questions, because I guarantee you that bride is going to be Googling those types of questions. How do I hire a wedding planner? What are the best songs for an opening dance? What's the best mother son dance? All those questions that a bride is asking. Write a blog post to address those questions, and you'll start to slowly but surely move them along into the funnel process. What a mistake that a lot of people make in business is they try to just go after someone right then and there, like, hey, if you're getting married, call me. No. Get ahead of the questions when they're way over here thinking about it, and you can get their attention way over here. We've said this before time and time again, because it works time and time again. Address those concerns that brides have, and I'm leaning more towards the brides, because they're doing most of the planning, and the groom's just kind of going along with everything and saying happy wife, happy life. So number four, and this may be the most important in my opinion in the wedding industry, correct me if I'm wrong, wedding people, but you must track down your wedding couples and ask them for a review, and ask them until they give you a review. Because again, if I'm going to be investing a lot of money in a wedding, I want to make sure that it goes as smooth as possible, and that this is not your first wedding, this is your millionth wedding, and you always do an incredible job, and you always have all these people raving about your services. So as soon as they say I do, then you need to run over there and get a review. I'm kidding. But, obviously, let the dust settle, let them get back from their honeymoon and everything like that. Follow up with them and say, hey, how was everything, blah, blah, blah. Make sure that you get the review, because if you start stacking those reviews on top of reviews on top of reviews, then whoever is considering using your services, regardless of price, they're going to select the person who has outstanding reviews and has been there, done that time and time again, and has a pristine reputation. Because in the wedding industry, you have one shot at this. You can't go back and make it right. You have one shot. So they want to make sure that you're delivering time and time again. So make sure you're staying on top of those reviews. And if you're in the wedding industry and all this sounds great, but it sounds overwhelming, shoot me an email, give me a call, and we can definitely help you help others make their special day a great day. Thank you for watching.